just heard a voice. I just heard her voice.
Yes. First of all, how do you respond to the things she's saying about not spending and all those issues?
You see, let me thank you so much for the opportunity, and let me also greet your listeners. If you have your TV, your viewers, let me say that I've been advocating that the NPP should not say that the favorable conditions of our economic indices is as a result of the fact that we are not spending. You see, gentlemen, technically it is wrong. Practically it is wrong. Theoretically it is wrong. You see, we are defiling our macroeconomic, knowledge. You see, government expenditure is an injector. Injector that brings about growth and development in a country. So if we, assuming we are not spending and we start spending, it will even increase the growth in the country. Now we are talking about the government injecting in about 293 billion as an appropriation for this country for 2025 fiscal year. So if this money should inject into the economy, what will happen? Government expenditure is not a leakage. It's an injector. So it defies the principles of macroeconomics. So they shouldn't say that. You see, the government is doing so much work. This economy is driven by imports. So if your ability to curb or your ability to reduce or to appreciate your city, depreciating the currency, it's a good mark. That has brought prices of goods and services down. Because virtually we import everything in this country. Even toothpick. Virtually. The structure has been that. Which we are yet to stop it or to reduce it through our programs, economic and social programs we are implementing. You see, apart from that, we have brought down the price of the dollar, respect the city, which means that we have reduced imported inflation into the country. That has helped the country to have this favorable macroeconomic condition you have in this country. So the other side saying that we are not spending, for that matter, when you start spending, the economic indices will not be as if we see now. Please, it's wrong. They shouldn't say it anyway. They shouldn't say it anyway. Gentlemen, thank you.
It's quite interesting because they seem to be looking for an explanation as to why we are seeing the indices looking the way they are. And the only explanation they can come up with is that you are not spending. Because for them, if that's the only way you could have kept the city dollar exchange rate stable and reduced it and lowered inflation, that you are not spending.
And gentlemen, let me say that we are spending. We are spending. Ghanaians gave us 293 billion as an appropriation. Out of that, about 73 billion is about compensation. If you give people money to spend in an economy, no back goods and services, no spending. Now we have released a lot of funds to various ministry, department, agencies. Especially our outline program. So what shows that we are not spending? We are spending. But the principle of the other side saying that we are not spending because you have because of the favorable or because you have favorable macroeconomic conditions in the country. That is even where I want them to stop saying that. Not that we are not spending. We are spending. We are spending. You see, today, let me give you a hint. The presentation will be done through a statement. Through a statement by the finance minister, not through a motion, means that we are not asking for additional funds.
Okay.
We are not asking for additional funds. We are staying within the appropriation of 293 billion. given for the 2025 fiscal year. That is all. Perhaps what we will do is to look at the flexibilities in the budget, not the rigidities. Rigidities, we cannot do anything about it. But the flexibilities in the budget, that is where we are going to make some alignment. So, we are not taxing Ghanaians again, because we've gotten the credibility, we've gotten the fiscal credibility through fiscal, program that we are running. And for that matter, we have gotten the trust of Ghanaians because we are taxing fairly and spending wisely. You see, they don't know the trick. They should consider we take them. We are spending wisely.
So that's what is helping. That's what is helping. Wise expenditure.
Wise expenditure.
And in what form is this wise expenditure? Because we know one thing for sure, that they left to a bigger wage bill than they inherited.
We are spending at the productive area. Now generate growth and development. We won't go and think about $50 million into a sinking hole. National Cathedral. You don't go and put that money there. You go and put $2 million dollars into a sky train program. You see, we are reducing, or we want to stop the leakages within the spending spectrum. Okay, we are reducing or even take away the leakages, unproductive areas that we spend our money. You see, we are no magicians. We are practical people. That's why you see the economy growing like that, giving us a good favorable macroeconomic conditions. Because Ghanaians' money that we have told them we are going to use within the 2025 fiscal year, we are using it judiciously. Thank you.
I see. But then what happens to, because you are an MP yourself, big issue, development, roads have become a very serious issue, and the many contracts that have been inherited by the government. Are you sure the government does not need new money to do most of this?
You see, let me be frank with you. Within the budget for 2025 fiscal year, the government gave appropriation for capital expenditure of 32 billion Ghana cedis. 32 billion Ghana cedis for capital expenditure. Which most of the programs, or which of the money will go straight into the construction of roads in the country. The government also has appropriated within the budget about 10.58 billion Ghana cedis, also for big push. And you've gotten the hint that this money, a chunk of them, is going straight into the construction of roads in this country. Because we are building an economy which needs road construction. I don't want to sound too political. The second term of the NPP, Nana Dango Kufuor's government, every year was a year of road. Every year was a year of road. I remember quite well in 2020. You don't look at the budget and then speak to it. They outlined 51 critical roads in this country. 51 critical roads, which Borders and Kigwa was part of it. Borders Road, so then Sama Boy, 71 kilometers. We did not see a contractor on that. You see, I made a litmus test in Parliament. About 88 or 87 of them, if we tell them their precious needs within the constituency, they will tell you that my road should be constructed. My road should be constructed. Come and do research in Parliament. All the parliamentary questions from the minority side, about 87 or 88 of them, they are on roads. Yesterday, the road minister came to Parliament and answered over 12 questions from the minority on road construction. Meanwhile, they claim they have constructed 13,000 kilometers of roads in this country. Where are the roads? Where are the roads? So this government is poised of using a large sum of the capital expenditure budget to construct roads in this country. 10.58 billion Ghana cedis earmarked for the big push to also go into road construction. Let's see the presentation of the media budget review by the Honorable Finance Minister and see what I'm talking about. So you're on course, gentlemen. You're on course. You're on course.
Honorable Afful, what time is the media budget review?
The media budget review will be presented at exactly 12 noon.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. We hope to speak to you tomorrow after it has been presented.
Let's talk more so that we give you a lot of information.
Thank you.
And to the public as well.
Okay.
Let me thank the listeners again. Thank you.
Once again, thank you to Honorable Afful, Chairman, Economy and Development Committee of Parliament, joining us on the line. And of course, he's saying that there can be no way you say government is not spending. What they are doing is that they are spending sensibly.
Yes.
They will not go and dig a hole and spend $58 million in digging that hole. This thing there.
You see, like he was saying, when you even take, macroeconomic theory on aggregate expenditure, that's the entire expenditure within an economy.
Okay.
So we have, it's an aggregation of domestic consumption, consumers' consumption, then the industries and firms, their investments, then government expenditure itself. Then you have a net export, that's